Let's do a quick.
That's the great Albert Collins. Only it's replaced with love.
Let's do a quick lunch rush, and then Jesse's going to join us just
quick
after
lunch
2.
rush.
What's happening, Abdalla?
I'll give you guys a quick Olympic update. If you're choosing to bury your head in the sand while live events are going on, that's too bad. The U.S. women have won the team gymnastics event.
Congratulations.
They won gold. They won gold.
They won the gold.
They won
So-
the gold.
So the women won gold and the men won bronze, right?
The women won gold, the men won bronze. You'll be happy to know, Carmen, your Italian women came in second and got silver.
The Italian women were second?
Yes.
Boy, the Italian women, I don't feel like are ever that strong in gymnastics.
They are now,
Brazilians got bronze.
Wow.
Simone Biles walked it off.
Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah. Her floor exercise is what won it.
That's awesome. All right. Very cool. I like to hear that.
And the women's rugby team, I don't know anything about rugby, but they won bronze. And if you watch the highlight, it was like a last-second try, and they ended up winning bronze based on a last-second try, and it was awesome.
Did they need the kick, or the try did it for them?
The try did it for them.
What's the try? Like
try
a
is when
try?
you get it in, it's touchdown.
Yeah, it's like
For
a
them,
play.
it's touchdown.
It's the final play.
Final play.
They also
Yeah,
walked it off.
You'll see the highlight. It's
Yeah,
everywhere, and it's pretty awesome.
Okay. All right. Well, I saw the highlight of the girl over the weekend trucking that other girl. It was fantastic.
She was involved in this. She did not score the final try, I believe, but she was involved in it.
I like how they call it a try.
It's a try, definitely a
Gotta
try.
get familiar with rugby. Come on, it's the Olympics. It's the Olympics. Some news out of Patriots camp. I know you guys were talking to Dan Graziano about Matthew Judon.
Yes.
And how he's not around the team right now. He was told to stay away from the team after talking to Gerard Mayo yesterday.
He was there and then didn't
they told him-
practice
yeah,
in
they
the
told him to
padded.
leave.
Yeah, they told him to leave.
They told him to leave. So this was earlier today on Cap and J Hood. They asked Albert Breer, who joins them every Tuesday, about Hendricks, about Hassan Reddick, and about Matthew Judon, and who the Bears should potentially target for a trade.
Okay.
I would say Hendrickson, no.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Reddick, no.
Mm-hmm.
If I were the Bears, I would pick up the phone and call about Judon. Here's the thing with the Judon situation. And like the reason I say no on Reddick is because the Jets just acquired him and they're in win now mode. And I think Reddick knows that. And I think Reddick's taking advantage of it, probably smartly, right? And so he is in a spot where he can say, you need me to win right now. You need to replace Bryce Hoff on the defensive line. You should pay me now. Trey Hendrickson, I think, eventually gets his payday there in Cincinnati, because, again, they're another team that's in a win-now position. I look at it with Judon in New England, and, they paid Christian Barmore. They paid a lot of other guys who aren't as good as Judon. And he's set to make $7.5 million this year. And I don't know how far they're going to have to go to make him happy, but I don't think it's $1 million or $2 million. I think it's more than that. And so I would at least fish around that one if I were the Bears. And I think he could be a really good fit for Matt Eberflus's defense. So, yeah, I mean, if I were the Bears, that's probably the one I would make the phone call on. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that the Jets, and the Bengals are prime Super Bowl contenders, and the Patriots are not.
I think that's explained quite well. There's no way the Jets are going to give up on Hassan Reddick, right?
Right.
Guys?
I don't think so. Yeah.
I mean, they traded for him. They lost their good young pass rusher in free agency to the Eagles. By the way, I wanted the Bears to go after Bryce Hoff. That didn't happen. But, yeah, I don't see that. I thought that was explained well. Judon would help a lot of teams. The problem is,
and if it's a third or a fourth rounder, even if it's a fourth rounder, then that makes sense also.
It does, but the idea of having to pay him at 31 coming off an injury is what – is he worth the fourth round? Like, you traded a fourth rounder for Keenan Allen, and he's probably going to walk.
You got to pay him more than what he's making now. What is he making now?
I think $12 million.
I don't know if you've got to pay him $26 million a year.
No, I would
But
agree.
if you give him a little bit of a raise,
I don't think it's that.
then I don't think that's an issue. Little bit of a raise to me over that $12 million. Give him a 2-year, $38 million deal. Bring him in and have him rush the passer for you on the opposite side.
It's intriguing. I'm slightly intrigued. They've got cap space till. His cap hit this year is 14.7. His base is 6'5", 6'8" at signing.
That's not what you're concerned about. That's their problem. They've already given it to him.
Right.
So right now,
So what would you be looking at? His base
you're looking
or
at the 6'5" is
the
what
6'5"?
you owe him.
and then
what's
sign
his-
him to what?
What's his AAV?
He signed a 4-year, $54.5 million deal.
454 is 14, a little less than 14 a
Yeah.
year, 13 and a half a
So
year.
what would he take now?
So if you bumped him up to 19 million a year, would he take it?
That
it
seems
wouldn't
like
matter.
a lot to bump up a 31-year-old, doesn't it?
Depends how effective he is.
I don't know, man. Like, you just paid Sweat. Like, are you going to give him $19 million a year? You know,
You can turn some of that into a signing bonus this year, so you can amortize it over 3 years.
I'm slightly intrigued by it, but because he has been a very productive player in his career. The guy's got 66.5 career sacks.
Yeah.
How'd you like to add that to the other side of this line?
That'd be nice.
Yeah. All right. Good lunch rush. I know it was quick, but the Judon stuff is very interesting.
It
Maybe
was
something
solid.
maybe something to track as we go forward. Jesse Rogers has the latest on the trade deadline when we come back.